Hi, I'm Rick. We do dumb stuff here too, so if you want to skip the nonsense, please go to
1
minutes and
45
seconds in the video. Thank you. Now enjoy the rest of the presentation. Oh, hello friends! Come! Join me in the story section. Oh, well, aren't you quick? Spry little devils. I know why you're here. You want to hear Curse of the Cluttered Castle, Chapter 3. Well, let me just grab the book. Pitiful fool has fallen for it again. Greetings, humans! Fear not my otherworldly form. I bring you tidings of wonderful jubilation. Pardon me while I fix my hat. No doubt many of you have anticipated the continuation of our harrowing saga of the Cluttered Castle, but a matter of the utmost import has come to my attention. We owe a great deal of gratitude to the Moose Stampede for making us who we are today. So when an opportunity to collaborate with Mack of Midwest Magic Cleaning arose, so did we to the occasion. So now, this week and next, please join us as we endeavor with our friends at Midwest Magic Cleaning to remedy Mrs. Savage's flooded flea house. Enjoy, pitiful mortals. Jerk fam, this video is once again sponsored by Jaeger Land Service. You guys know that we're all about random acts of kindness around here, and Justin lives that out by donating dumpsters when we need them, sometimes hundreds or even thousands of dollars in service, so we can help people. If you need a dumpster and you're in the area, check out JaegerLandService.com or call 618-707-5461. Jaeger Land Service is based out of Oblong, Illinois, locally owned and operated, and freaking awesome. Oh, hey there, gang! Oh, welcome. We're at Mrs. Savage's, or as Matt calls it, the Flea House. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Rick, I thought you guys were just cleaning this house out and you were gonna fix a light. What are you doing standing in a partially flooded kitchen with Crocs on? Well, the Crocs is because I can't tie my freaking boots right now, you insensitive prick. The floor being covered in water, well, that's a whole nother story. Now, if you're wondering who I am, well, that's an easy answer. And then we'll do the second. I was just sucking up water in the kitchen with my shop vac.
What? But Rick, I thought you guys were just doing a clean-out video together and you were going to fix a couple things. Why are you sucking up water in the kitchen?
Don't worry about all that. The important thing is my neighbor, Mrs. Savage, reached out to me last year because she had a coworker that was going through a rough spot and she felt sorry for her, so she offered her a hand in letting her stay here until she got on her feet with the understanding that she would still pay rent. This person stayed here for, I think, over a year, up to a year, something like that. Never paid any rent and completely trashed the house. So it was clear she was taking advantage and she was asked to leave. She tried blasting my neighbor all over Facebook until she posted the photo showing how the house was left, and then she let that one go. But we've been trying to get here for a while. There was a big flea problem when we first started. When Mack and I came out, our legs were covered in fleas from the first time we walked through. So when hauling large equipment, you definitely want to make sure that it's tied down properly. And this guy knows what he's doing. I love this. That's awesome. Midwest Magic Cleaning and Jerk Squad together again at long last. It's coming. I know we've been teasing it for a while. It's coming. Especially the first time we were here, but the last couple times I've been here treating it. Neither Mac or I want to bring fleas back into our homes. So I spent the last month coming over here when I can and flea bombing the place to get rid of the pests so Mac and I can finally come in. I chose today to make this video because I've only seen one flea so far, so this treatment, especially with it being more powerful chemicals than I've used in the past, should knock them out. I came here to chew fleas and kill bubblegum, and I'm all out of here. 8 more to go. Now we run like hell and hope we didn't forget anything.
And that's how this wasn't a how-to video. Love you, bye. But I thought I'd update you guys on the MMC collab smoke detectors. So hopefully we'll be able to bring you guys that video soon. Love you, bye.
Many months later.
So it's been a minute with us trying to get our schedules realigned, but here we are working on it now. So enjoy the transformation while I go suck up some more water. I'll show you guys the before pictures while I do that. Here we are at what Mack has dubbed the Flea House. I call it Mrs. Savage's because it belongs to my neighbor, Mrs. Savage. This was supposed to just be a clean out now that we've got it de-infested. And Muff and I came in, old Muff dog, you know him, he's behind me there. Came in this morning ahead of Mack a little bit so I was going to show him around and what we're doing and wait for Mack to get here. And then, I don't know how well that's reading on camera, but so the kitchen is flooded. The flooring has buckled. There's puddles of water everywhere. I'd say at least a 1/4 inch of water in the kitchen. I can't tie my work boots right now, so of course I'm in Crocs and my feet are wet and gross. And then, this isn't reading very well on camera either. At first, I thought maybe this was confirmation that it was a roof leak and not a water leak, but I'm looking at it and seeing now how it's mostly buckled at the bottom, not the top, so I think this is seeping. So I think it is an internal water leak situation. The thing is, the tenant that Mrs. Savage had staying here, of course, didn't pay the bills, and Mrs. Savage didn't know, so the water got shut off. Thankfully, I'm guessing right about the time this leak happened, or it would have been a lot worse. But that also means that I can't now chase it down to figure out where it is leaking. Now, given the fact that the bathroom is not flooded and the utility room is not flooded, and only the kitchen is flooded, you see where I'm going with this? It's the hose outside! Jokes. Sorry, I'm in pain and humor is a coping mechanism. But, while we wait on Mack to get here, so we can reconnoiter, reconfigurate, and recombobulate, I'm gonna have a look under this here sinkaroonie and see what we can't dinky-doony. Oh, Zeke got a job. Yeah, I know, loser. So you won't be seeing as much of him now. And Jared's probably getting a job as a forest preserve guy, which he should. He's likely the most qualified and sexy candidate for the position.
He's going.
A wild Mack has appeared.
A little soupy, huh?
And his assistant, Reginald.
Yeah, I bet they
We're dry under the sink, so you're probably right.
Freak accident where this looks like it's coming from the fridge too, but yeah, when it rains, it pours.
Well, I'm going to confirm it's not down here because the inside of that cabinet is dry. I see what you're talking about now, Jared.
Yeah.
It is kind of flowing out from there, isn't
And I
it?
tossed a piece of paper on it and it definitely carried it away.
Well, but once you did that, you could see the turbulence in the water coming around it. So
we can make little boats and have a race. That'd be some good content.
would be some good content. Yeah.
I'm wondering if the humidity and this being pressed up against that didn't cause those walls to do that.
It could be. I don't remember them being like that, though. And that's also indicative of water leaching up from the ground. The way they wave at the bottom and not so much at the top.
There's
Yeah.
every chance it's just running from here into there, leaching up into the walls, and then the humidity by itself from this.
I'm dying to open the freezer, but I also know better. Not on day one before we even start.
So you haven't been here in a long time either?
Correct.
Like you came here today? And
I came back in probably December to make sure the fleas were all dead.
Mhm.
Was the last time I was here.
If you do
Right,
decide
yeah.
to open the freezer, Paul, I got you.
It's not so much a hostel as it is a smell.
Well, just in case it's both.
There may be,
I
there
found
could
this
be,
machine.
definitely be a Sasquatch in there. Never rule out a
This
Sasquatch.
machine looks like he's got tetanus too, so if I take it out now.
I don't know how you did it, but I know somehow this was your doing. No, it was. You're not fooling me. Yeah.
Well, let's...
Break time.
What is it about a pair of gloves that you have to, you know, like...
It's like when you pick up a cordless drill, you have to.
Yep. You have to, you know, like...
You have to.
You have to... Yep. You know, like...
You have to.
Yep. Let me clear this walkway anyway.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be alright with these strangers, son? While I give you some books?
Yeah, I think so.
Man, if that was an inch bigger.
That's what she said.
Oh, no, not that. Just come on.
Hello, everyone. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. What we try to do here is encourage people to go out and practice random acts of kindness, hopefully leading through example. And the way we do that here is through offering free or nearly free home repair to people. We call these rack jobs. That's random acts of kindness. Now, fair warning, the work around here tends to come with a healthy dose of chaos. But that's just what happens when you mix remodeling, neurospicy friends, and throw a disgruntled ADHD polar captain at the helm.
I unplugged that fridge. You can hear the compressor parking.
Oh boy. Oh boy, that's right, Pastor Rick. You'll hear Mack mention there that he unplugged the fridge. So after we had moved the fridge, Mack noticed that it was actually arcing. That means that somewhere inside the wiring there was some damage or a short, and there was a live electrical arc coming off of it. It's already a dangerous enough situation, but considering how much water was on the floor, Mack went ahead and unplugged that thing. And we got on that pretty quick because we don't want anyone to get hurt, and safety is always number third at job sites.
Dang, zebra print table.
Heck yeah, zebra print table. Old Muff Dog there, actually, he took that zebra print table home with him, said he was going to use it to make some lovely undergarments. He's got a real thing for the zebra and cheetah print, as many of you know, especially if you subscribe to his OnlyFans.
I don't know how that happens. Yeah, I've got one boot.
I don't know what that was either. We talked and we're pretty sure that Kristen's on hardcore drugs. Anyway, I want to take a moment to get serious and say thank you to everybody that's been supporting us through the GoFundMe. You guys have blown us away with your generosity. AJ and I are incredibly grateful and so very humbled by the kindness that you guys have shown us while we work through everything that's going on right now. I'll circle back to all that in a minute. First, for anybody new here, I want to kind of explain what we mean by rack jobs. Before I did this stuff professionally, I just learned how to fix things around my own house whenever a neighbor needed help. If it was something I knew how to do or something I thought that I could figure out, I'd go help them. And back then, my payment was usually like food, sometimes cigarettes, sometimes beer, back when I still drank and smoked. But as I improved and word got around about the quality of my work, people started offering me money and eventually hiring me for paid jobs. After doing that for a few years, I started doing it full-time professionally, and I made a deal with myself that because I wouldn't be where I was without the community that believed in and hired me to get there, so I decided every $1,000 that I made, I'd give at least $100 worth of my time or materials into helping somebody in the community who needed it. And eventually I was successful enough that that became every $10,000, same idea, so on, 10% back into the community. Then life happened. After I married my wife, AJ, who also has a channel that I'll link below, Escaping Shadows, we had our fourth daughter, baby Larry. And she was born with a severe protein intolerance that threatened her life several times when she was very little. Because of that, full-time took on a new meaning for me. I had to focus on providing for my family and, unfortunately, preparing for a future that we weren't very certain about. So the favors and the free jobs and the cheap jobs kind of had to be put on hold for a while. But thankfully, her health improved over the last few years. And once things stabilized, I decided that I wanted to get back into helping people again. Mack and I had been talking about me starting a YouTube channel for a couple of years. So last July, I had my little midlife crisis and decided I was going to finally do it. Since then, we have replaced a roof for a woman in our community who is a tremendous advocate for special needs kids in our school systems and elsewhere. We rebuilt collapsing walls in a bedroom and in-home daycare. And we've tackled quite a few other jobs, including doing some stuff for Mack that you guys can check out. There's a playlist in the description if you'd like to see all of our rack jobs. And if the series seemed to come out a little bit out of order, that's because I'm usually doing all of this stuff by myself. Sometimes I've got help on the job sites from AJ, Mack, and Zeke, and some other people. but I'm the one that's planning the projects, doing the work usually, filming, editing, producing, the whole circus. So sometimes a video that's easier to finish might get released sooner. I'm going to preface this next part by saying that I'm not trying to medically trauma dump on you guys. I promise there's a reason for what I'm going to say. It is canon to the channel, and good lore for the newcomers. But on top of all that, my body's been a little less cooperative lately. For those that are new here, I have extensive nerve damage and I'm starting to lose function in both my arms. I've already had surgery scheduled for that when my back decided to join the party. I've got Sherman's kyphosis in that department, and several herniated and bulging discs. During the Cherry Street project, one of them shifted enough to pinch a major nerve cluster in my back, put me in the emergency room twice. Right now I'm doing exhaustive physical therapy every few days, and in a couple months I meet with a back specialist to figure out the next step. But first I have to get through the arm surgeries. So between surgery and recovery, and they're probably going to be limited for about 12 weeks, which is why we've got the GoFundMe. And again, I want to thank everyone that's been donating, sharing, just commenting, words of support. Thank you guys all so much.
Do it, Daddy. Woohoo! That one's in there. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, awesome. We're just free spinning now.
Are you?
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, that one's free spinning. Try a different tactic.
Huh.
We have one screw here that absolutely refused to cooperate. The anchor behind it was spinning in the wall, but the screw wouldn't back out. So at that point, the bracket was basically stuck, and we decided we'd just come back to it later.
Guess you should have saw that coming.
You can definitely hear the frustration creeping into Mack's voice there. Speaking of me annoying people who are nice to me anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe while you're here, folks. We're trying to get to 100,000 beat things and do the stuff.
I don't sleep, man. I just dream.
See what I'm talking about? Like, he'll be annoyed for me saying stupid 1 second, but then he turns around and says something dumb and everybody celebrates it. Yeah. Seriously, though, if you guys enjoy this kind of content, or even if you don't, I don't care. I'm not sorry. Please do take a moment to push the little thumbs up button and the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon if you want to see more stuff from us more often. And, do the hype thing. We're hoping we can reach 100,000 subscribers in the next couple years and eventually 1 million. Who knows? So we can get out and help more people in bigger ways. And speaking of Mack, a few weeks ago, I challenged him to something I called the Clean Off Challenge in a video that he had absolutely no warning about and did not know of. And to this day, he still hasn't acknowledged the challenge, but that doesn't matter because it's a thing. Since I say it's a thing, it's still a thing. So if you'd like to see that series, check out the Curse of the Cluttered Castle videos, where we help clean out an estate for our dear friend Miss D. And see if Mack ever accepts my challenge. Wuss. Hi, brief interruption in the video. Day 2 of cleaning out Flea House, aka Mrs. Savage's. I had to swing by Cherry to get my ladder. Even though I'm running terribly late. I thought I would get there before Mack did to work on the light and stuff, but it's after time for Mack to arrive and I'm still trying to leave my town, so there's that. Stay tuned. Brief Cherry update, I guess. You probably can't tell, but here's what AJ's been doing. We've got this room painted and this bedroom painted. Here, I think you can probably tell. You might be able to see the difference in this room. Same color is going in here, which we haven't got to yet. And then I'm sure by the time you see this, you'll all have known and loved the utility room. It's getting the same white that was in that bedroom. Here's where all the sanding and painting's happening. See, I brought my salamander heater to control the temperature. There's that sumbitch what took my back. No good rotten. And the one behind him back there. I see you, snow thrower, on your bullshit. That guy got me too. Here's the last thing I successfully completed, sort of. I still got to get my crap out of here, but the back room is now carpeted. Hopefully I have before pictures or footage to show you guys. I don't remember now. We have so many hours of Cherry stuff, but I'm here for the ladder. Let's go. Let's go. As I said, I'm late to the party, so if you want to see this room get cleared, you'll have to make sure to go to Mack's channel. Remember, mine's going to be more about getting the crap out and fixing things anyway than the cleaning part. Which, I mean, you guys know that my videos are more about fixing things than cleaning, but still, I like showing you transformations too. But today, I'm going to be working on the light that's hiding up there and all that disgusting mess. But we'll keep this down here for now so you can see what the gang's up to, I guess.
I see you.
Plagiarize Teddy Roosevelt a little bit. The credit goes not to the critic, or the one who sneers.
Yeah, I like shirts and stuff like that. You know, like we're all going through stuff like
Positive message type thing.
This company is called Relentless Rebel.
I got one from Midlife
like
Stockman that says, not perfect, better.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, this is like a veteran base. I have a whole bunch of them. And like this one says, I am the storm, like don't give up.
Yeah.
And then there's
Hell
another
yeah.
one that says like, I'm built different. And the logo behind that is like, you look to see if I have more than you, and I look to see if I can give you more.
Enough. Louis C.K. has a great quote about that. He's talking to his daughters on a show, and they're griping about how one of them got more than the other, and he stops and looks at her. I get choked up when I talk about it because it's just this great, powerful message. But he goes,
Not fair.
Listen to me. The only time you look in your neighbor's bowl is to make sure that they have enough.
Yes.
And I was like,
and
oh,
that's why
fuck.
I feel like that shirt that says, you know, like we're built different. You know, like that's what that means.
Not saying
That's right. Mr. Yeager. How can I help you,
So this
sir?
is pretty cool. That phone call was from our friend Justin Yeager of Yeager Land Service. His marketing team had let him know that he was featured in a blog about the importance of estate cleanouts and wanted me to check it out because they used a still image from the ad that I made for him as the header. What's even cooler is embedded in the article was our first Curse of the Cluttered Castle episode, the one where I challenged Mack to a clean-off, which again is totally a thing.
So get the bigger stuff, but I want to make sure that I'm getting stuff that's been on camera.
I'd say I'm the second biggest thing in here, Paul. 92 kilograms. That's 200 pounds in freedom units. Where's the part where the ladder flies out from under me and my butt gets worse than ever? Do you guys want me to wait to do this?
Just long enough for us to get that dog gate and that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll get out of the way. Sorry, I'm thinking in terms of how long do I have on my feet before I start crying. I can wait. It's cool.
That basically described all my past relationships.
Hey-o!
You guys are talking about love. Like, what am I missing here?
What's love?
Got to do that. Sorry, I guess I did that off camera.
Since the fingers are so
What
long,
love? Notice how I leaned into it.
Push back on it.
Yeah.
Power bottom.
You know it, Daddy.
You know, anyone can take a spanking, but it takes a man to take one from a man like Muff Dog. And I feel like it takes a real man to lean into one like that. But now look at all those boxes over there. I wonder if Kristen has anything to say about those boxes over there. Kristen?
Everybody loves a juicy box.
Everything reminds me of Barb.
I miss her.
I'll miss her.
Okay, you heard it. She said it first, so I'm just going to point that out. That she was the first one to say anything about wet, juicy boxes. She made the joke first, which means, according to the universal rules of humor and feminism, that the rest of us are now allowed to legally laugh about it. Tee ha ha, and so forth and so have you. Thank you. Go, ladies. Girl power. Hey, listen here, gals. I'll tell you one thing. You got more X chromosomes than I do, so good job.
Everybody knows. And I always made sure to mention what we were doing over and over and over.
I make it very, very well known that I hate peel and stick tile.
Get into that.
And I'm always trying to explain why I hate peel and stick tile and why I will never install peel and stick tile for a customer. This is why. A little bit of water, look what happened. Almost any other type of flooring other than laminate would have been fine in this, but this shit.
Yeah. They use like a water-based glue.
Yeah.
And it just,
I'm grateful for them.
yeah, and it's like it comes off easy with water, but also it comes off easy with water. So,
Easy cleanup.
we've had to be really careful in here because I've almost busted my ass 5 or 6 different times. And it's when you get two of these pieces of laminate on top of each other, they're as slick as ice and they go out like a banana peel.
I will say that I've seen you do it 5 or 6 times. You're getting more graceful.
Yeah, it's an acquired skill.
If I fall on camera, you have permission. You have permission to post it.
Yeah.
This shit's funny. Like
I don't mind. Yeah, thank you. Same here, yeah.
I have an old school trucker cap that has a picture of a random baby printed on it. It's a random baby hat I bought for $1 at a garage sale, dog.
I don't know how he does it because Mack's back is honestly just about as messed up as mine in slightly different ways. When you slip on a floor like that, your body tenses up immediately, which can really aggravate back problems. For me, it can trigger a spasm or pinch another nerve. So yeah, it slowed us both down, but we still managed to get quite a lot done that day. And honestly, I was impressed with the whole crew.
Me, all like Steve Harvey pointing
Show
at
me the
Family
toasty
Feud.
more.
Trying to get ahead on the big videos.
Yeah.
I think this will help because I can slap this one together quick and interrupt the Butter Castle series.
Mm-hmm.
Release this one Friday, then I got 2 weeks to shoot.
There's
I got
3
this one-
ongoing series on there.
I know.
Tune in next week for who the f knows.
I know. It's random. I hate doing it that way, but like that's what I got to do right now. I can do an entire series on the Cherry Street floors. I could do probably a 10-part series. We have over 20 hours. But by doing the floors, I mean the water heater blowing up, fixing the sewer, fixing the water lines. If I was going to do a here's how to lay floor tutorial, you'll notice about halfway through that the water heater's exploded. So now you're plumbing.
So now you're a plumber. That's how you get a ring, ladies. I don't know.
He's not talking about the doorbell.
Well, I mean, that might ring a few times too.
Hey!
Word hits the street, you know what I mean?
Like, is this what they're wanting when they say go ahead and do the uncensored stuff in the member video? Do they want this?
Yeah. Middle child, he was obsessed with the Bissell sweepers.
Hell yeah.
And so he would just run around everywhere making messes and clean it up. And he's like, where does it go? Like, he's so thoroughly confused. Like, he would never see it being emptied. He's like, where does it go? I'm like, it's magic, brother. That's what it's about. I had already been doing like sleight of hand magic tricks and stuff like that for him too. So he's like, well, if anybody knows about magic, it's this dog right here.
Right? He's down the line.
Dude says it's magic, so
I thought this was one light going that way. I think it
it's
might be
2. Yeah, I see the other one.
Shit, me, there's 2 lights. Can you hit that switch, please, Muff Daddy?
That one?
Yes. These are not switches, mate.
Don't be flipping my switches neither.
They are both
bullshit.
They might be fine and just need new bulbs.
Yeah. Or the connection at the end of the ballast there needs to be cleaned or checked because I've dealt with these a lot.
Okay, we're going to regroup on this one. We may not be replacing a light. We may just do bolt replacements and see if that works.
See, those connectors
These
still
are-
look good.
Yeah, these are specifically for hanging ceilings.
Yeah.
And I didn't get those kinds of lights because I didn't know. So much for me being helpful today. I wonder if Walmart delivers to all of them. So you may be wondering, Dad, why did you just take the bulbs out instead? I thought you were replacing those lights up there. Well, here's the thing, kids, and I'm going to tell you. Here's what Dad got, because here's what I thought we had. I thought we had one light. You have to look at the ceiling to see what I'm showing you. See, I thought when I first assessed, Mrs. Savage had one light up here, which I'm an idiot. I should have realized she had 2 lights right here. But here's the other thing I'm going to explain to you, whether you like it or not. See how these are specialty lights specifically for acoustic ceilings. I got hanging lights that hang from the ceiling, because that's what I thought they were. I didn't realize they were actual acoustic ceiling lights. So we're going to redirect and change plans a little bit, and I'm just going to start with new bulbs and see if that will fix them. So we're going to get new bulbs. I'm going to see if I can have them delivered today. If not, then I guess I'm coming back tomorrow to do that. Now I really got to pee. We have another conundrum that I'm talking to my boy about now. The tiles where the kitchen was flooded, we noticed we were all slipping and sliding quite a bit when we walked in. I thought the issue was like the backing on the tiles or that they were sitting on the water, reducing friction. The actual issue is this water-soluble glue that they were stuck down with. It's acting like a lubricant and making us all nearly bust ass, as the good man is displaying here.
And it tastes terrible.
It tastes horrible. Not at all like marshmallow fluff, like we thought it was.
Yeah, lies.
So I'm trying to figure out what the move is here because I wanted this. The tile needs to go, but the kitchen's a fucking death trap. I feel like the way to go here is it needs to dry. That's our issue. We need it to dry. So I feel like the move is maybe end of day, we'll peel the tiles up, scrape everything, and hopefully it will air dry overnight. But then we run into how humid it is right now. We just have the system move in, bringing a ton of humidity. The temperature raised like 20 degrees between 2 days, and there are storms behind it. So it's going to be very moist in the air, very moist in the air. And sorry, some people hate that word, some people love that word.
Yeah, and if you do it in an AMSR like style, moist.
Like when a waiter comes up when you got a mouthful of food and says, "Everything tasting to your liking, sir."
I don't know why they have to bend down like right here when they do it. Like,
It's like
it like right there.
I know. I get the same feeling when my barber whispers in my ear, nipples on the lobe a little bit, and he's doing the back of my head. Mac, what do you think? End of day, maybe pull all the tiles up, scrape it.
So
suck it.
I was planning on just getting this up so that I can hand paint scraper this and sweep and mop it.
Okay.
And then that way you got something you don't have to worry about falling off a ladder or getting an arc while your feet are wet or whatever.
Right.
I would let her know though about that fridge arcing because I did unplug it. And
Thank you for that.
yeah, it's,
I unplugged that fridge. You can hear it.
you could actually hear it popping and move it, get all the tiles off, scrape it, sweep it, mop it. The funny thing is that linoleum is actually not in bad condition. I bet I can make it, it won't be white when I'm done, but I can make it look passable.
Okay. Hell yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't work on anything electrical in here. I'll just give me a day or two to go through and do our thing. And then I'll give you a text and say, hey, we're out, that floor's safe.
Okay.
The ever popular sports champions.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
This isn't my biggest fan.
Yeah, that joke landed about as well as that fan base. Quietly. And nobody seemed to care but me. And I barely cared. But if that's not your flavor of joke, maybe you'll prefer joke option B on the menu today. Hey, that fan base reminds me of my fan base. Detached, falling apart, slowly leaving me behind. Is this the content you thought you were coming for? Is this what the algorithm provided you? What does that say about you? This is a reflection of your interests.
Sorry, I got distracted looking at the records they found. And then Jared was looking at that trash can. He needs a wiper blade for his car. There was one in that can, and it happened to be the exact blade that he needed. I thought that was pretty cool.
I know the videos are kind of jumping back and forth a lot between cleaning and repairs. I don't get me wrong, I do like to change up pace in my videos like that sometimes, but this is pretty much how things had to happen chronologically. This back room was the last space that still needed clearing out. While I was taking a break from the kitchen, I joined the rest of the crew and tackled the remaining stuff and shelves in there. And I'm going to say it again, I'm always impressed watching Mack and his team work. They jump in, they don't stop till the job is done. I saw the house the day before they finished, and the difference was already incredible. The smells were gone, stains were gone. Things being cleaned that probably hadn't been touched since the house was built. And I can't wait to see the final reveal when Mack gets this video released. I'm pretty stoked for it, and you guys should definitely check that out. I'll have it linked in the description once he makes it public so I can grab the link for it.
Justin asked if anybody wants a drink or something from the gas station.
I'm good. We got drinks in the cooler, but appreciate it.
Oh, I'm good. That's very nice of him.
He didn't like that, man.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it fits in.
As you guys may or may not have caught about that phone call earlier, that was Justin of Jaeger Land Service. He was calling to say that he might stop by just to check on us, friendly little visit, Midwest party time. And he even asked if anybody wanted any drinks or snacks and offered to bring them out to us. And that right there is a perfect example of why I've got no problem promoting people like Justin, even when he isn't sponsoring the project that we're working on. I love promoting people like Justin, Mack, Muff Dog, people who help others simply because it's the right thing to do. When I see other people using their skills, their business, or their time to help others, I feel like that deserves recognition. People who share that instinct to step in when their abilities can make someone's life a little better. That mindset feels like it's becoming rarer. So I believe that when you see it, it deserves to be celebrated.
Well, that's not good. Getting our test bulb out of the box. I don't know if you guys can see that if it's reading on camera, but this looks like it's an old bulb that's already burned. So we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, no good. So, the only bulb that we had here does not work, so there's still no way of knowing if the fixture's bad or if just the bulbs are bad. So I guess I'm going to return the work light that I got, since it's no good here at the moment, and use that money since it was from the Miss B GoFundMe, and we said we were going to use the extra money for more rack jobs. One of the things we did with that money was buy the light, and we have wood to do the bathroom here at Mrs. Savage's, but I can't do it right now, so that's going to have to be on hold, and she has bigger problems at the moment too. So that's what I'll do. We'll return the light that we bought with the Miss B and future rack job money and use that cash to buy the bulbs. I don't know how much these cost anymore. I remember when I went to get a certain type one time, I was amazed at how expensive they were. But anyway, if you want to see the amazing transformation of this house, Mack and I talked, and we decided that he's going to do the floor part. I started to peel it up today, but people were going to fall and die under that because it's so slick. So I'm out for the next couple days until Mack gets the floor pulled up and cleaned and gets half the cleaning done, probably. And then I'm going to pop back in to work on the lights. If you guys want to see cool transformations of the screwed up floor, or you want to see the place get cleaned, make sure you go over to Midwest Magic Cleaning on the YouTube and watch Mack's video on this. Oh, hi folks. Regular Rick and, well, what's left of other Rick here. Just popping in at the end to thank you for being viewers of the channel. It means a lot to us right now. I want to thank the people who've shown their support on the GoFundMe for putting up with all my goofy crap. Come back next week for the second part of Mrs. Savage's flooded flea house, where we'll have more decluttering for you and see if I ever get that stinking light or the fridge repaired. Then the week after that, we'll get back to the cluttered castle story. Won't we, other Rick? Yeah, hey, Mother Rick! He sure is. But hey, all the silly stuff aside, you guys know that we're all going through battles every day. Some of us more than others can even fathom. You guys know I'm going through it too. But I'm still here. And you're still here. And that means we're winning right now. And that is no small feat. So I need you to know that I am so freaking proud of you. And no matter what anybody else says, including that little voice in the back of your head that keeps trying to tell you that you're not enough, you are doing a very good job. I'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye. Rascal.
You're drunk, Daddy.
Thank you, baby.